So I just
Tell me,
remember
pal.
your mother and your father both as a cadet. You know, very impressed. They were the leaders, and your mom had a class and an aura about her that just made us want to stand tall.
Thank you.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, thank you very
well.
much.
Thank you for your
appreciate it.
comments
Thank you
this
for
morning.
saying that. Thank you. From the heart.
Yes.
Football. In those days, the captain of the Army team
Oh, I see. Captain Gar.
owned the football, and it was not his football. But the next day, the cadet who owned the football called my dad up in front of the whole corps and gave him that football. And my dad was so overcome with emotion that he just cried and walked off the stage. So that football is his most prized possession. Always has been. So
Interesting.
we gave it to West Point. Yes, Okay, thank you for your help. Tell me.
In 1955, General Davison was the guest speaker at Wentworth Military District,
Okay. Where is Wentworth?
Lexington, Missouri. It's no more. It closed this year.
My goodness, he came out there to be the guest speaker.
Very sad.
And then you came here and he was the soup, so he was following you around?
Later, a great guy.
Did you have any interface with him as the soup, or hopefully not? Well, he loved being your soup.
Yeah. It was good.
As we were to 1909. I find that at least mildly depressing. In any event, before I ask these four representatives of the class of 2009 up and present to them these 50 years in review. I'd like to just reminisce for a minute or two about how this project came to be, and the mastermind of it all was a guy named Jerry Gervell, and I'd like Jerry to come up here. While he's walking up, because he moves rather slowly. Yes, we do. But Jerry took this as a project really to heart, in a profound way. Come on over here, Tabasco. And it became, I don't know, I think it became this not oppressive, but just stupendous challenge. And Jerry has told me that for 6 years he worked on this. And I was keeping along and following that, but finding it almost incomprehensible that anybody would stick with and stay focused and live through this for that period of time. And I'm going to ask Jerry just to talk for a couple of minutes. But he mentioned that he'd read through, not only did he write it all, research it all, and many people took part, but it was Jerry's core essence that brought it about. He would wake up in the middle of the night imagining phraseology that wasn't in there. I wake up in the middle of the night, but it's for other purposes. But just talk for a minute or two, Jerry, because I think it's important for us to understand what a milestone this for 50 years of review project was.
I received a call from Pete one day, and he said, would you be interested in editing the 50th anniversary yearbook? I thought to myself, hell no. I'm not going to step into that cohorty. But I thought about it for all about 30 seconds, and I said, you know, this is one way I can make some personal contribution to the class. So I said yes. And that began a 6-month journey. I was helped by Jack Neal and three other people who were instrumental. So it was 4 or 5 of us who put it all together. Now,
Let me just interrupt for 1 minute. It was a 6-year,
6 years.
not 6-month project.
Oh, 6
6-year project.
And it was a totally consuming thing. But the design of the book, I did some research, looked at all the other 50-year books, and they were blah. It was 1 volume, and they allowed 1/4 of a page per graduate. How on earth are you going to list, record 50 years of your life in 1/4 of a page? So I thought to myself, well, no, let's plan on 1 page per person. That was going to create a great big book. And there wouldn't be room for anything else. Then I got a better idea, supported by Pete. Let's do 2 books. One for who we are, personnel type thing, and then the second one was edited by Cord Press, who's since deceased. And that was what contributions we made. What did we do? Story of our careers. So it became, in all, a total of about 1,500 pages in 2 volumes. The first one, I think, we presented at the 50th reunion. The second one came, I think, a year or so later. So we put it together, and it was a 6-year project. The last 3 of which, it was literally a full-time undertaking. I would go to bed at night and I would have nightmares. I mean, I was totally focused and occupied with the whole thing. When it finally came to be published and presented, a great big load off my mind. But I thank my team for the support they gave me. I thank the class committee and Pete for the support they gave me. They gave me basically free range. Do what you want to do. And I did. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
And he did it very well, indeed. Well, that bit of modest legacy, let me ask the 4 of you if you would come forward, please. These representatives of our 50-year affiliation class. I normally don't try to pronounce names of people that have more than 27 letters. Nerva, Captain, is I1 TAC. Andrew Blick, C3 TAC, and Captain David Mason is in USMA admissions. And you can't get into this place without him saying yes. So we're going to try to suck up Major Way day in today. But what we really want to do, you heard the story, and it was a masterpiece by any judgment, I believe. And what we'd like to do is to pass along to you these two tomes, which are, I would honestly believe, is as thorough and authoritative a review of 50 years of our class than any other classes has done. So it's with great pride. By the way, here's a CD with it. It's with great pride that we share with you that view of our lives and our careers, and are proud to be members of your 50-year affiliation class. Does one of you like to make any comments?
Sure.
I have prepared nothing, so I'll do what I do is attack and make it up as I go. Truly, thank you all for this. It's a tremendous honor. I feel very tied to the class of '59, not just because we gave a standing ovation to General Dawkins' bio as a plebe, but also General Franks gave me my armor brass. Between marchbacks and everything else, we genuinely feel close to this organization, and I among everything else, I want to thank you all. On a daily basis, we feel old with the cadets, so thank you for making me feel young today. Thank you for everything.